Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Sonic Day318, back again for another video for you guys. And today, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for my WWE Hell in a Cell 2017 prediction video. Yep, it is time for the Devil's Favorite tongue twister playground to return once again here for 2017. Once again, obviously enough. And before we get on to my predictions, you might ask yourself, Sonic Day318. If it's time for another pay-per-view event, that means there was no review. That means, obviously enough, if there was no review, there would be no review. Okay, that was fucking cringe. No, I'm kidding, guys. But still, the point still stands. I like to point out the elephant in the room that there was obviously no Mercy review for, the show. And that's the reason being because, well, I just had a lot of time. I just didn't have the time to get to it. Well, also, even if I did have the time to do it, it kind of didn't really seem necessary because I can just tell you guys right here right now, No Mercy, it wasn't good, it wasn't bad, it was just okay. It was watchable, but definitely did not live up to the hype. Roman Reigns and John Cena didn't live up to the hype it should have been, and definitely Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman did not even do what they should have done. What was it, like 5 minutes at max? 5 minutes max? Seriously? Like, seriously. Underwhelming to say the least, guys. So that's the reason why I didn't review No Mercy, because, it just wasn't, it just wouldn't be a good review. Wouldn't be a good review on its own, just me saying, oh yeah, it was underwhelming. It was just, it wasn't boring. I don't know why I was going to say that, but no, it was just underwhelming. I just can't say enough. What else can I say about it? It was underwhelming. The matches, some of them were good, some of them were okay, some of them were just, there you go. I couldn't review it for you guys, but there's my short, little brief thoughts about it. So, No Mercy 2017, underwhelming to say the least. Not good. Not bad, just but overall, underwhelming to say the least. So, now with this said, now ladies and gentlemen, now we are going to hit up Hell in a Cell for Smackdown Live's Halloween-themed, October-themed, if you didn't get the first time around, themed pay-per-view event for Hell in a Cell, obviously enough. So, with this said and done, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on some with the... Let's just get started, shall we? Enough tongue twisting, enough cringe out of the way. As this time of the recording of this video, we are 1 day, 3 hours, 1 day, 3 hours, 5 minutes, and 52 seconds from the pay-per-view event itself at the time of this recording. So with that said, let's get to some of my predictions, shall we? So let's get the show on the road. Alright. First up, we have, compared to No Mercy, we actually are going to be covering the kickoff matchup for my prediction list, which is going to be Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin taking on the Hype Bros. My prediction for this match, I'm going to go with Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin to build up the separation between the Hype Bros. Even though I really want to see it, because yeah, I guess it's both 50-50, SmackDown Live needs tag teams, reliable tag teams, but yet again, it's kind of both for business standpoint and both interest standpoint to see where would Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder go with each other as a solo run, even though they're kind of catering, but still, point still stands, It'd be interesting to see where they would go, or a particular feud between Rawley and Zack Ryder as a heel. It'll be interesting to see where that'll go. But still, I personally really want to see it, but if it is going to happen, which I'm pretty sure it's going to happen, to say the least, it'd be kind of interesting to see where they go with it. So, yeah. Benjamin and Chad Gable to win the kickoff match. Obviously enough. Moving on next to Randy Orton and Rusev. My prediction for this match is I'm going to stick my heart full prediction for SummerSlam for this matchup, and I'm going to say that Rusev is my prediction, but I won't be surprised if Randy Orton, wins this match. Granted, do not give us a match that we got at SummerSlam, for the love of God. Give us a match. Like, come on, like 9 seconds? What the fuck? Seriously? Just, oh, look at me, Randy Orton. RKO, 1, 2, 3. 9 seconds. Worthy of pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Rusev, for coming. Seriously. Are you on our TVs, or are you deal for TV material? Seriously, WWE. Are you going to use him, or not? Say the least, guys. Say the least. No, but seriously, still, guys. That is my prediction. I'm going to grab hold of my prediction from SummerSlam and hopefully let this thing stick as a good and solid prediction where we should have had at SummerSlam. So these two can hopefully have a legit matchup. Even though, once again, I'm pretty sure I said back then at SummerSlam, there was no belt. I mean, there is a belt, but it's a weak belt. Oh yeah, look at me. Randy Orton, you beat me in 9 seconds. I feel grumpy. I wanted my revenge. Seriously? That's all the belt we have. And guess what? Once again, Aiden English singing his heart out. Rusev stand there, gloriness. Once again, double RKO. Boom, boom, boom. Even though it's 3 RKOs, but still. You know, but still stands. The belt is weak. Seriously, the belt is weak. And obviously enough, I've heard before, a lot of people have been reporting this, that Randy Orton himself is being tired of being a babyface and wants to have a heel run once again, because people can say enough. He's better as a heel. I mean, I see it. I truly see it. I mean, at this point, like, who's Randy Orton? Really? Why should Randy Orton matter? Sorry, I mean, I'm just saying the least. Randy Orton is always one of those guys who's always been up there saying, oh yeah, top guys have recognized the face of the WWE. John Cena, Triple H, Randy Orton. You know, Randy Orton used to be that type of guy, but Randy Orton is just like, who is this guy? Okay, RKO. RKO or nowhere, that's all we know about you, but still, why should I care about you? Who are you? So, if hopefully sometime soon WWE can get back on track as a heel turn and get himself back on foot and back on track, then we can probably still get interest back in Randy Orton, his actions moving forward. But as of right now, point still stands, back to the forward, so we can symbolize this matchup once again. As I'm going to say it again, pull my SummerSlam prediction here again for a hopeful matchup, instead of that bullshit we got at SummerSlam for 9 seconds. Hopefully we get a match out of this, as I'm predicting, I'm predicting Rusev to win, but I won't be surprised if Randy Orton pulls out the win, to say the least. So now, with that said, let's move on to the next matchup we have, which is going to be the glorious Bobby Roode taking on Dolph Ziggler. And I'm going to say that at least right here, right now, I don't think, I'm pretty much agreeing, a lot of people can pretty much agree with me by this. WWE is pushing Ziggler out the door in the most horrible and bullshitty way possible. His contract with WWE is tying up here pretty shortly, and WWE is pushing him out the door in the most humiliating way possible, guys. And it sucks, because obviously enough, you can go, if you're a long-time viewer of mine, you know how much and well done I loved Dolph Ziggler and how much he performed in the ring, because he's a swell wrestler. He's everything that they have and they can actually do. He's one of those guys that can be a legit big star if they could have used him. But they just refuse to do that. And it's just sad to see him and WWE just being pushing him out the door in the most bullshitty way possible for him to eventually walk over to New Japan Pro Wrestling or, Ring of Honor or, God forbid, Impact Wrestling, Global Force Entertainment, whatever the fuck it's called. TNA, whatever organization he goes for, this is the time where it's been reported that he's making his way out the door and moving on to bigger things. My thoughts on that is, obviously enough, I feel sorry for him. WWE is wasting the bullet, just like Cody Rhodes, just like several other guys that they let go, and they make them stardoms outside the WWE, until WWE is just like, wow, we're a dumbass to let him go. Let's try to get him back. Seriously, you have all this talent, WWE. Use them. Point being, Sami Zayn. He ain't got no book on the show. Sami Zayn. Use him. Come on. Use your talent, WWE. Use your talent. Seriously. Like, come on. It's not that hard. But still, guys, what this said, obviously enough, I think that obviously enough that while this is Dolph Ziggler's time to be, with WWE trying to push him out the door and, you know, get him out of here, this is probably going to be another re-round, just like Dolph Ziggler did with Shinsuke Nakamura, welcoming him into the WWE and with open arms and pulling off a good match with him. So with this said enough again, while WWE is pushing Dolph Ziggler out the door in the most bullshitty way possible, this is going to be the time for Dolph Ziggler to be the one to lay down and give Bobby Roode the win. So with this said, my prediction for this match is for Bobby Roode to win. So with this said, let's move on. The United States Championship matchup between AJ Styles and Baron Corbin should include Ty Dillinger, by the way. Cough. Seriously, you know, Ty Dillinger, cough. Talent, cough. Ty Dillinger, cough. Triple threat match would have been better. This match would have been more watchable, cough. Seriously, it would have been better, more interesting to watch than watching bullshit Baron Corbin taking on AJ Styles. But point still being, thank God AJ Styles is going to be there, because without AJ Styles, this match will be complete horseshit. But thank God AJ Styles is going to be there, and let's just hope AJ Styles can pretty much tingle enough to make us have this match be enjoyable. Hopefully, but that's saying enough, because AJ Styles is the phenomenal one, and I'm pretty sure AJ Styles will do the job we want him to do. So, with this said and done, so with this said, AJ Styles, Baron Corbin, my prediction for this match, AJ Styles, clear as day, guys, clear as day. So with this said, moving on. SmackDown Tag Team Championship matchup between the New Day and the Usos inside Hell in a Cell, which there are 2 Hell in a Cell matches, guys, on this show. My prediction for this match, man, my prediction for this match, man. And I really don't want this to, I really am the one to say not to want this to happen, really, because, you know, it's happening too much. Usos win the title. They hold it for a couple weeks. New Day wins that pay-per-view event. They lose it on a Smackdown event. You know, Usos hold on championship for a few weeks. They lose. It's passing back and forth and back and forth. It just gets irritating, WWE. It just really does. It gets tiring, and it gets dull, and it's just overall just dumb. But I just cannot see it not happening here tonight, tomorrow night on Hell in a Cell. With the Usos once again regaining their WWE Tag Team Championships. So with that said, obviously enough, my prediction is for Usos to win. With the chance. Also, there's been reports that Kofi Kingston, just a bit ago at a live event somewhere, I don't know where it was, obviously enough, he received help, medical help, returned to the backstage area from whatever way he got hurt. I don't know how major it was, so that could potentially be another way to let them have a rest time off. But yet again, the same thing happened to Xavier Woods. He got injured, but yet again, he was to manage to stay outside, which, beneficially enough, Xavier Woods really doesn't do that. So that kind of doesn't really even change anything. But with Kofi Kingston, that kind of raises the stakes of something happening. So whether it's something legit, whether it's still something that's major or not major, or just, you know, even effective to this match for making the New Day lose for whatever reason, going towards that way, I overall still say that I see the Usos walking out with the championships, and that be it. But I really hope that WWE kind of doesn't do that. But if they do, fine, because it's okay, because, you know, Usos and New Day always have been performing God tier matches with themselves. And no matter which team walks out, we'll still be happy regardless. But the point still stands the tossing back and forth still gets old and it just needs to stop, to say the least. Granted, I know it sucks because the feud is such a good feud, but yet again, it's kind of going to be the good point to see it let the feud go. Because as soon as I let this feud go, the tossing back and forth is going to come to an end. So, will this be the end of the feud? Will the feud continue? We'll have to find out in this pay-per-view event with whoever walks out with the championships, to say the least, guys. So with this said, New Day is going to lose the championships, but I wouldn't mind if they. No matter who walks out of the cell with the championships, I'll be happy regardless. But my prediction standpoint is here that the New Day is going to lose the titles to the Usos. So with this said, let's move on to the Women's Championship match with Natalya defending it against Charlotte Flair. My prediction for this match is obviously enough. I don't see it not happening, guys, since the whole Ric Flair situation going on. Oh, he's hurt. He was on his deathbed. He was in the hospital. That itself could build sympathy for Charlotte Flair. Obviously. So that in itself can build that for her, and I just don't see it not happening, guys. I'd be surprised if it doesn't happen, because, last time on Smackdown we saw Charlotte tap out to Natalya's sharpshooter. That should not have happened, WWE. You want to build this match, but you see her clearly tap out. Want to make the match believable. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? It's stupid, WWE. Stupid. But point still stands. We're getting this match, and we're gonna see how well these girls tango with each other. So, with this said, I wouldn't be surprised if Charlotte Flair wins it, which is why I'm predicting her to win. But if Natalya wins, then a bit of a surprise for us. So, yeah, Charlotte Flair is my prediction. As we move on to the WWE Championship matchup between Jinder. That was random. Sorry, vacuum. Anyways, don't vacuum before you record videos. Erg. No, I'm kidding. But still, Jinder Mahal and Shinsuke Nakamura for the for tag team championships. No, for the WWE Championship. My prediction for this match is obviously enough. I really want Shinsuke Nakamura to just, as a lot of other people want to see him to do. They want to see Shinsuke Nakamura take the title off of him. Because Jinder Mahal has just been that guy we just don't give a fuck about him. He's got no charisma. He's got no in-ring skills to be that interesting. He's just, overall, not a really good champion. And you really failed to even do anything with him. So, my first mindset was Jinder Mahal wins, because the whole India tour that WWE has yet to still go on, which is why he's still a champion regardless. Still, that is what I first thought. That Jinder Mahal would have just walked out with the winner of this matchup. But WWE, somewhere, I don't know where, but lots of reports have been saying that WWE's been building Mahal as a 2-time champion for that said tour in India. So, if that is to be legit, and there's a train behind there, so, yeah, ignore all that. If that is to be legit, like Sasha Banks' Boston is, no, I'm kidding, obviously I had to say that, but still, if that is to be true, then Mahal has to be losing the championship pretty soon, and this right here would be the chance for him to do that. But that would mean that eventually somewhere down the line, either on a SmackDown Live or next upcoming pay-per-view event before they go on tour in India, that Mahal would just end up picking the championship up anyway. So, that point still stands right there. That my prediction could be Nakamura. But all this shit is resulting in this final prediction right here, where all the shit makes sense for Nakamura to walk out with the win, and then somehow lose it to Mahal again, which obviously is going to make everyone pissed off, but if that's to be happen, that's going to happen. But my heart set is going with, hopefully, that all that shit means nothing, and that they would just either let Nakamura win, and we can just let Mahal go, screw the Indian tour, and let Mahal do his shit, hold on to the title until WrestleMania time, let Styles win the Royal Rumble, and then build up the feud between Styles and Nakamura for WrestleMania. How easy that can that not be? But WWE is a shithead of fuckers, so they will pretty much will give us not even that in general. So, with this said, I am going to, even though I would stay, it's kind of a loose situation, because, Mahal can go one way, my prediction for Mahal can go one way, while my prediction for Nakamura can go the other way. It's just I need to pick which road I am going to go on. And with this said, while this whole clusterfuck situation, swirl of tornado of shitness is flying out of my head, flying out of this area, obviously enough, my prediction, I'm going to pick the Nakamura route. Even though it's going to piss off a lot of people for Nakamura to just pick up the win and eventually lose it again to Mahal. If that is to happen with the Indian tour, with them building him as a two-time champion, if that's to happen, then we're gonna get fucked, people. But here is the thing. I hope and I stress they can do, and we can all hopefully they can do this. Like I said before, get rid of Nakamura. Not Nakamura. Mahal. Sorry about that. Get rid of Mahal. Forget about the Indian tour. And let Nakamura do his thing towards WrestleMania with Styles coming towards the Royal Rumble. How easy could that be? Once again, WWE probably won't end up doing that and just be on their own shitty little egg, walking on their own little juggling little circus, just like, oh, hey guys, this is going to be interesting, you guys like this, right? Or just like, we know you guys didn't like that, they'll be doing this to us, guys, but it's what happens. It's WWE for you guys, it's WWE. So, hopefully, WWE can just make up their mind, do Styles and Nakamura going forward towards WrestleMania time, let them do their shit, and let Mahal do whatever they want to do with Mahal. But knowing us, and knowing WWE's freaking praise of making us pissed off ever so often, they'll probably end up doing what I said before, and either just let Nakamura win the title and lose it eventually again to Mahal, or just let Mahal walk out and just give us the middle finger and give us of all hopes of Mahal losing the championship going forward. Point still stands. Point stands. So with this said, prediction is for Nakamura to win, but who knows what will happen until we see what happens. So, with that said, moving on to the main event, which is going to be Shane McMahon taking on Kevin Owens in a Hell in a Cell Falls Count Anywheres match. We're including two match types into one matchup. Wow, craziness. Craziness WWE. You can't just let one match go. You have to include two matches into one match. Okay? Okay. Obviously enough, this has been the big highlight main event of the show. Because obviously enough, this obviously is the match to see. Because obviously enough, they've been building this match very well with, Shane being, suspended, and Vince McMahon getting busted open by Kevin Owens' headbutt, and, the whole fight going out that arena with a girl twerking her ass off, which people do not even point out, which I'm going to be the one pointing out. So if no one else has been pointing it out, I'll point out in this video. So, twerking girl, what the fuck? Point still stands, no joking out of the way. But still, point still stands, this match has been built up really well for his good matchup to see Owens taking on Mahal. Not Mahal, fuck. Owens taking on McMahon in a Hell in a Cell False Count Anywheres matchup. So, now with this said and done, where do I stand on this matchup? Well, guys, the simplest form I can think of is that Shane McMahon is pretty much going to be there, is pretty much volunteering to do this once again because he's a guy who is not afraid to take a bump, to say the least. He's a guy who's not afraid to take a bump. This is why we're even doing this, guys. So, yeah. Which obviously can mean that we most likely see that, either we can take this where Owens is going to just deal with his thing and overall just walk out with the win, being down McMahon, with that going on. Or we can just have that 50-50 booking and have this be where Shane McMahon was just laid dead down in the middle of the ring last week on Smackdown for the go-home show for this show right here, to have Shane McMahon rise up and be the winner. But, who will make my prediction? My prediction, right here, right now, I'm sticking with this right now, as we can still have it built towards Survivor Series with it being McMahon and Team Owens. With that said, my prediction to end this whole big prediction video, and I do apologize for this prediction video being long and extended because I did not believe this video was going to be that long, so I do apologize for this video being extended this long, but still, point still stands, I finished this video right here. My prediction, to move on to a particular or potential Owens continuation feud with McMahon to Survivor Series, will be none other than Kevin Owens walk out with the win. So with this said and done, ladies and gentlemen, I overall thank you guys for watching this video. I know it's been a while, and I know it's been a big old talkative subject with some of these matches. But me, I like to get down and dirty with my opinions and my thoughts. So there you go. And once again, I do apologize if this video is extended, but I gotta get my voice out there. Gotta get my thoughts and opinions out here, because it's a prediction video. So why not? Why not? And I'm saying enough, guys. Look, window seals or little things on my window. Might as well point that out since we're gonna make this video even more longer. Now, with this all said and done, no more joking around, guys. I overall thank you guys for watching this crazy and random and in-depth prediction video of Hell in a Cell 2017, and I will see you guys then for my review of 2017's Hell in a Cell. So with this said, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you guys then, and I promise you guys there will be a review for the show eventually. Not eventually, because pretty soon, obviously enough, I make my videos, my reviews right away. So with this said and done, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to stop bullshitting you. I'm going to stop going crazy on you guys. I'm going to get the hell out of here. So with this said and done, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Sunday 318, and I'm signing out. Peace, ladies and gentlemen.